Hello and welcome everyone. Today I'll be covering Otherside and most importantly ApeCoin and Labs. What happened there? They had their launch on Sunday and Saturday. We saw some crazy gas fees. Um, I think I saw people paying Ethereum like $1,000 worth in Ethereum for gas just trying to mint. We saw this just ridiculous explosion on Ethereum. So we're gonna break that down a little bit. What happened? Why did it happen? Why is ApeCoin crashing? Is this gonna continue? Let's get started. What is Otherside? Otherside is essentially Bored Ape Yacht Club's metaverse. And it's not only Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's a mix of a bunch of different um, NFT projects, mostly the blue chip NFT projects. We can watch their trailer here. I'll just play real quick what's happening. It gives you an idea on Bored Ape Yacht Club. As we can see, it shows uh, Toad. If you know anything about Ethereum NFTs, there's Toads, there's Drink Me Here, where you can get something special. So we're just kind of breaking down here what's happening with all the information on NFTs. So if you watch it later, I'm sure you can go look it up. It's going to be showing absolutely everything happening on Other Side in every NFT that is going to be on Other Side. So enter the Other Side. You got here just in time. Other Side is a gamified, interoperable metaverse currently under development. The game blends mechanics from massively multiplayer online role-playing games, MMORPGs, and Web3 enabled virtual worlds. Think of it as a meta RPG where players own the world and the NFTs can be playable characters, and thousands can play together in real time. So, what can we compare this to? Maybe some type of RuneScape with NFT character. That's the first to the future, what they calling it. We can see their land that just came out, Other Side or Other D, and these are kind of the land bit of ETH. And but here, well, we're here to focus on their biggest issues. What happened? Why did it happen? And was this planned? So I'll jump over to Yuga Labs' statement. So we can actually see Yuga Labs is, Yuga Labs owns Bored Ape Yacht Club. They own CryptoPunks. They own kind of most of the big NFT projects. They bought them out. And let's see what Yuga Labs is. They're the developers behind this. And Yuga Labs and the Yugaverse is what runs on ApeCoin. So you've definitely heard of ApeCoin, and it's part of why we're here. And let's say it is owned and operated by ApeCoin DAO, and Ape is the token supporting what's next in Web3. Yuga Labs is a contributor to ApeCoin, so they're not the main owners, even though they are. They're contributors and a community member of the ApeCoin DAO, and will be using ApeCoin as the primary token in their whole ecosystem. And really important to know that the value of ApeCoin derives of the value of everything around Yuga Labs. So Yuga Labs, their website is actually pretty cool. You can go through it. You can kind of see they are saying they're shaping Web3 through storytelling experiences and community. So I will agree with this because it's true. NFTs do shape kind of the community. They tell a better story than just tokens. So this is why ApeCoin has actually been doing so well. But what was the issue with their launch? So they came out and announced we have a few words about the mint because their mint was on April 30th, and there were, well, it was, yeah, just before, and it had a lot of problems specifically with the gas fees. So we know that the other deed mint was unprecedented in its size and high demand NFT collection, and that it would bring with it unique challenges. The hope was that these challenges would be assuaged by the rigorous gating mechanism in the form of on-chain KYC and max mint of 2 per KYC wallet, and significant clearing price at 305 ApeCoin. So these were not cheap mints at all. Like 305 ApeCoin at the time of writing, at the time of mint, was trading around $18. So you can do the quick math there. Not cheap mint. So this has been the largest NFT mint in the history by several multiples, and yet the gas used during the mint shows that the demand far exceeded anyone's wildest expectations. The scale of the mint was so large that Etherscan crashed. So that gives you an idea of kind of the amount of attention that is going towards NFTs versus the amount of attention that's going to other projects that are launching. So they are saying, we're sorry for turning off the lights on Ethereum for a while. It seems abundantly clear that ApeCoin will need to migrate to its own chain in order to properly scale. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. We'd like to encourage the DAO to start thinking in this direction. We're aware of some users had failed transactions, and due to the incredible demand being forced through Ethereum bottleneck, for those of you affected, we appreciate your willingness to build alongside us. Now that we've got your back and we'll be refunding your fees. Wow. So this is actually a pretty big step. They're going to be refunding fees for a lot of users. Not only that, but they're looking to make their own chain. So everyone, of course, tries to chime in. Emin Gunsir from Avalanche is suggesting a subnet on Avalanche, which, in my opinion, would be a really good solution for ApeCoin. But now to the criticism. So they essentially, as we can see, it seems abundantly clear that ApeCoin will need their own chain. So this means that Bored Ape Yacht Club may build its own chain the same way that Ronin Chain built their own chain for Axie Infinitum. So Axie, Ronin, they kind of match. They're going to make their own chain. But was this planned? Here's the thing. So the other deed contract has burnt 16,000 Ethereum since it went live less than 45 minutes ago. So that's around 45 million Ethereum just from going live as an NFT project. That just tells you ridiculous attention going to this. Like Uniswap doesn't match this. OpenSea, like the amount of attention going there was ridiculous. Vitalik forgot to mention the part of the roadmap for Ethereum becoming deflationary. This actually was really positive for Ethereum because all of these fees do get burnt. So it would these NFT launches cause Ethereum to actually become deflationary because of these. So it went to counting, it kept going. Like it was ridiculous how much this mint just continued and continued. So now we've got the groundwork for how this mint gained so much attention. Now there's this is where the big debate comes in. So this user is saying they can't optimize the contract, but we can launch our own chain. So there was a lot of criticism before the other deed launch saying that their contracts were not optimized for gas. They were not made so that there wouldn't be these bottlenecks. There's a lot of things you can do with smart contracts in order to avoid intense gas, intense fighting. So there's ways to make contracts lighter and more efficient, and Yuga Labs seems to have actively avoided doing this for their launch. So Vitalik actually commented, "Don't think that optimizing contract would help. Regardless of the contract details, transaction fee goes up until list price plus transaction fee equals the market price. If gas usage per purchase decreased 2 times, the equilibrium gas price would have been would have just been 12,000 Gwei instead of 6,000. So it's ridiculous because he's saying that even if they would have optimized, Ethereum still cannot handle that. So we know that one of the biggest issues with Ethereum is scalability. And One thing, it's one of the good problems to have for Ethereum. Their biggest problem is that they're not keeping up with the amount of demand, especially the demand coming from the NFT side. So, uh, this blogger over here is actually saying how um, he's criticizing Vitalik because he's calling him basically saying that L2s kind of solve that, but L2s are going to have a similar problem. But Vitalik kind of defends it, saying it's not the same logic. In one case, demand goes up to match supply because there is a race. In the other, it does not. So he's saying it's better tech makes cars, consumes less energy, but not proof of work miners. So what Vitalik is saying that in with scaling solutions, essentially you're going to have more efficient cars, but you're not necessarily going to have um, more less use of energy or less use of gas. You can have more efficient cars, but if demand is still going up, you're still going to be consuming high gas, which is kind of the analogy for Ethereum at the moment. So the big debate right now with Yuga Labs is, was this done on purpose? So do you think, please comment, leave a review, let us know your thoughts. Do you think Yuga Labs did this on purpose? Do you think they made heavy contracts so that they would have a justification to make ApeCoin its own chain? What do you think? Let us know. Are you going to be getting into these NFTs? Have you already looked into Otherside? Are you interested in playing this game? Will you be participating? Let us know in the comments. I hope this was a good breakdown for everyone. So, if you haven't signed up, check out the trial for the Burb Nest. You can go a 7-day trial. You can ask some questions in Discord. We're always happy to answer your questions. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for coming. Peace.